Welcome, everyone.
That went hard.
That does go pretty hard. You know what that was, sir? Of course.
It's probably not, but enlighten me, please.
That's the movie we're discussing today, sir.
Okay, because whenever I guess it's the movie, it's not the fucking movie.
It's not, but that definitely is a movie. But hello everyone, welcome. Let There Be J, episode 7.
Hello.
Doing the 7 weeks, man. Almost
Hello.
2. I'm John.
I'm James. Sorry, my speaker's cut out.
Problem.
It's all good. Fixing it as we speak. Okay.
Welcome
All right.
to the show, folks.
Yeah, welcome to episode 25.
Yeah, we got a special show for you today.
We flash forward a few weeks.
Should do a flash forward episode to us to like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna happen anyway, but forget about it for 10 years and come back.
We'll do one every 10 years now. We'll change the weekly basis to 10 years.
Alright, so ready to get into a little bit of news.
I'm always ready. Never happy, but always ready with the news.
Perfect. Okay. First of all, let's start things in the realm of Star Wars here. As we usually do.
As always, there's always something of the war.
The characters of Ezra Bridger and Mithron Nurodu.
Is that his full name?
That's his full name.
Nurodu. Wow.
Are apparently coming to live action for something on Disney Plus, and apparently it's confirmed that it's not The Mandalorian.
Damn.
So you'd think that I would be hyped about this.
But you're definitely not.
But I am a little bit hyped just to see them in live action. You know, I would think they really should cast the Aladdin guy to play Ezra. That would be a perfect choice. I think Thrawn should definitely be Lars Mikkelsen, who is the voice of him, who Mads Mikkelsen's brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds really familiar.
But he voices him, and that voice is like so iconic with him. I think you just blew him up, give him some red contacts, and he's perfect. Either him or James's dad. Those are the only two I would accept.
That would make sense.
But like, it really has me thinking, like, what the hell are they planning? Like, what is happening?
I don't know. They're doing a whole fuck movies now. We're just gonna go.
I'm really starting to think that maybe there isn't an animated Rebel
show.
Sequel, and that it's just live action. It's just gonna be live action.
I mean, that would make sense because why else would they cast someone
who is in theory would be in that show has been announced as live action to be coming in either The Mandalorian or now whatever this is.
Oh, Ahsoka?
Yeah, what they could do is like, I've said before on this podcast, I think the show should just be showing Ahsoka and Sabine and not show Ezra and Thrawn, and then they have a little mini series live action about what Ezra and Thrawn were up to before they got found.
like the little Avengers Endgame.
So odd to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess they're just scrapping animation. They're fucking done with that.
I guess so, but apparently there's 3 shows coming, so I don't know.
So 3 new shows confirmed.
3 animated shows.
Animated. Where did this come from?
Yeah, last week we talked about there's 2 new shows besides the Rebel sequel in development animated.
Yeah, but what if the Rebel sequel isn't animated?
But hey, I'm excited. Listen.
Okay, it's gonna be Resistance 2. It's gonna be Cobb Vanth, the show.
As we talked about, it could probably be older or High Republic.
Yeah, probably not. It'll probably be like
maybe one that's in the future.
They'll just be like, I don't know. There'll be Ewok show or something. Like, what were they doing during the new Resistance, Age of Resistance?
I got no idea, my friend. But, you know, Star Wars, contrary to the last movie that was released, 2019 was a great year for Star Wars. Okay?
Okay.
Listen, 2 of my favorite Star Wars stories ever were released that year.
Which ones? Tell the audience.
That would be The Mandalorian, and that would be Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Two amazing
Oh,
stories.
I was I kind of I didn't think you could bring a game into it. Interesting.
It's a story, is it not?
It is a story. I just wasn't
But
expecting it
like they could get Cal.
for a show.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, they could, but
Unless
they're gonna keep him as a video game. That's
unless they kill him. Well, I mean, why not have him show up in The Mandalorian or something if he
no. They could
survives?
have him show up, but like he's not gonna be like a mainstay.
Yeah,
And
I don't think so. Because
yeah,
like you talk about looking like the character.
he is the character. Like they
He's the
literally.
character, so
What's that? That's Joker from Gotham, right? Or Mr. J, whatever the fuck they call him in that.
Mr. J, Jerome, Jeremiah.
It's all spelled with the G, so it's really weird that they.
George Kerr. George Kerr, baby.
Like how like in Italian it's like Julia is like Giu. It's like the Joker. It's Gi.
Like a Pietro the Panny situation.
Yeah, so Pietro De Pani, like Italian Joker. For people who don't know, Pietro De Pani is the Italian version of Peter Pan.
I don't know why you wouldn't know that, you idiots, but
Yeah, I
gotta
must be
know
living
it,
under a rock. But
honestly. But so yeah, we'll see how that plays out. We'll see. But a little bit more news. Apparently, Pedro Pascal is in the suit way more in season 2 than he was in season 1.
oh, really? Huh? I wonder why they would. Why would they like?
I don't know.
It would make sense to like do like an Iron Man where it's like, oh yeah, he's there for the first movie, and second, yeah, half of it. Third one, it's like, yeah, everything's recorded on a soundstage. He doesn't even put on a green screen suit. He just superimposes his face.
Because I
Like, you know.
think when they were filming season 1, he was in a play.
Oh,
I
huh.
think that's one of the reasons he was barely there. Like I honestly think he was only there max 2 days. When they filmed him.
Probably. Do you think he was the one who wanted to be in the suit? Like, do you think you like?
I'm sure they would want to be in it. Seems
Yeah,
like
I guess for like
good,
the actor
yeah.
experience, it makes it easier. But like, I don't know. I feel like most actors would be like, hell yeah, if I could just read a line and phone it in.
But
Make
there's a great scene in the freaking the Disney Gallery where he's talking about it and he's like, yeah, it's definitely a challenge doing the voiceover work, and it just cuts to a clip of him in the recording booth with a towel to his face and he's just screaming into it. It's so funny. It's so he's like, ah!
There's just nothing but pain there.
But yeah, so that's good that he's in the suit, you
You
know.
know what job I want is to be like the new Wilhelm scream, like.
We should record all the new Lego game
Oh my
screams.
god! For every character, what would be like the R2D2 one is one of the best. Like,
What is it? Yeah, but that's his always. That's his sound even in the
oh,
movies.
true.
That,
But like like it's loud in the game.
that's just the How does the Yoda one go?
That was good. That was really good. What are the like? I think every male character has the same like, and female the same voice. Like they just go like that or something like that. Yeah. Like Minecraft.
Okay,
Anyways.
one more thing for Star Wars.
Oh boy.
It's not news. It's something
Okay.
that occurred today. So I've been reading Star Wars Aftermath,
Mm-hmm.
and I just read the Cobb Vanth, or Cobb
Story.
Vance, might I say, because I actually did make a type. You know what? I think they might have not made a typo. I don't know what's
Really?
because it happens twice.
Oh.
So I don't know. He's Cobb Vanth. He's talking to a guy and he says, "My name's Cobb Vanth." And the guy like pisses him off, and then he's like, "Hey Cobb," and then he's like, "That's Sheriff Vance to you." No, maybe it is. I don't know.
No, I don't like. Do you think they had two different writers and like they disagreed on how to say the name, so they?
I don't think so. But it's weird. But I read the interlude on Tatooine, and um, that is absolutely who Timothy Olyphant is playing.
Really?
I'm honest. I'm almost 100% sure I'd put money on it
Okay, tell me why.
because he is such the way it's written is it is such like a cowboy.
Why?
Okay, I'll tell you what happens in the chapter. It's only like four
Few pages.
pages.
Okay.
So it's a guy on a sand crawler. He's working with like a mining call. So this is all after. This is post Battle of Endor, of course.
Because it's aftermath of the Empire.
Yeah. And he's on a sand crawler in Tatooine. He's looking to buy stuff for like a mining guild. He's like in a mining guild.
All right.
And then the guy like Cobb pulls up. The guy's having troubles with the Jawas, like because they won't give him the good stuff because they can tell he's like a newbie. He's not a local.
Okay.
Then just some mystery man comes from behind and he's like, "Oh, howdy there. You need a hand?"
Oh wow, he's really
No, he
really
doesn't
got
say
the
howdy.
accent. Oh, I was gonna say.
I saved the last line of the chapter because I'm gonna say it and you can just picture him saying it. I'll say it after,
Okay.
but
All right.
and then he's like, "Oh, I'll help you with the stuff. I'll help you. I'll talk to them, and then they can give you the good stuff." He says, "Okay." So he talks to them. They take him to the good stuff. They're looking. They're looking. They go find. This is weird. There's stuff that looks like from a Hut sail barge,
Oh shit.
right? There's a bunch of ruin from a Hut sail
Excuse me.
barge.
Okay, I wonder what
So,
that's about.
okay, and they're like, "Oh." They find a box with a complete set of Mandalorian armor that looks like it has acid marks on it. And
Hmm.
then the miner's like, I'm gonna take this. My boss would like this. And then Cobb goes, actually, I was thinking of taking that. And he goes, why? He's like, well, I'm a lawman. I'm the self-appointed sheriff. And he goes, you're not taking that. And then the guy pulls out his blaster to shoot Cobb, but Cobb,
Does the
guns him down, shoots him in like the leg or shoulder or something, and he's like, the guy's like, please don't kill me. He's like, I won't, but I know you're kind. You guys are slavers. I'm not doing with that kind. And then the last line, just picture. It's like, have you heard him talk? You've heard him
who?
talking once one time in Hollywood. Timothy
Oh
Olyphant.
yeah. Of course.
Just
I
picture him
see
just
his
going,
mustache. Like I'm picturing his mustached face speaking.
this is the last line. Next time you want to pretend to be a gunfighter, best to shoot first, talk later. Bye now. That's
Yeah,
and he
that's him. That's
it,
him.
okay, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be him. And honestly, I really am excited for this now.
Really? He sounds like
Yeah,
an interesting character. Like
because
a
listen to
Boba
this.
Fett wannabe sheriff man.
It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be how season one was, where we got the gunslinger and then the prisoner as our two kind of fillers, right?
This
But
will be the gunslinger.
this season, our fillers are gonna be an awesome fucking Cobb Vanth and
Canonized.
Boba Fett probably will be their episode and
Mm,
a Ahsoka episode,
yeah.
right?
I feel like
I'm
Ahsoka
cool
would be
with that.
canon. That's like that would be like a part of the main story. It would just be like a filler. You know what
Maybe
I mean?
I'm starting to think otherwise, but we'll see.
I'm starting to not yeah. But
Well,
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
do you think
hopefully none of it's filler. I should preface by saying
yeah,
hopefully it's
exactly.
not filler and it's
Yeah,
serialized.
it's pretty hard to have filler for what, 8 episodes?
Yeah, it is. Unless you
Um
purposely do it. Because a
yeah,
lot
unless
of
it's
time filler is like, we gotta fill the season, just write
yeah.
whatever.
We have 2 months to do a show
Yeah.
here. Writing
We have
staff,
two
get
months
to it.
for 86 episodes of The Flash. Put a Mirror Monster.
Dude, they put those poor writers are on the chopping block. They're
Oh, they're,
being whipped. They're
they're
being
literally
whipped.
chopped.
Dude, but do you think Cobb Vanth is gonna be like a villain or like a helper?
I
Like,
think they're somehow going back to Tatooine. They're gonna
yeah,
run into Cobb Vanth is probably not gonna like him there, and Mando's probably gonna go Boba Fett, and he's gonna go who? Like you're worried that a Mandalorian mercenary named Boba Fett wears that armor. Goes, I ain't no Boba Fett. Name's Vance, Cobb Vanth. I'm the sheriff of this here town.
do you think he's gonna have the helmet on or helmet off? Does it say the helmet
He's
or
gonna have well, right now in that chapter, we'll see in the next book.
Oh,
But in that chapter, he never even put it on. He just took it and left.
so his story continues in the next book. You have the next book coming, right?
Yeah, the thing about this book is there's the main story, and then like
The
after
interlude.
there's interludes where it like jumps around the planets and tells you little stories.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I think there's the next like the sequel books have sequels to the interludes
Oh wow.
because I know there's a Cobb Vanth interlude in each book.
Yeah, that'll be exciting though to see that character who not many people know about, but like it
Yeah,
rewards people for actually like you for actually reading
does.
the book. So
That's the like
because recently it's just like you know what I
they
mean? It's
just
just
do
like
whatever.
add on to the books are
They
like add-ons to the visual
yeah
media.
they
But
hyped up the books so much at the beginning before any movie came out in the Disney era. They're like, these books are so important, they're gonna tie, and then there's just nothing. Like you don't need
yeah,
to read them at all to get any like. There's no
doesn't make
connections.
any sense. Palpatine was released all along in these books. You just weren't paying attention.
He was a
We
clone. I
told we
promise.
told you right the announcement. We said that you have to read these books are really important, and no one listened. So no wonder you guys don't give a fuck about the franchise. Yeah, but I'm excited for that. I think it'll be really interesting to see a
Right.
cowboy versus Mandalore thing. So
That's
you
for
think that the Mandalorian knows about Boba Fett, right? You think they've crossed paths before?
I think he'd just be like a legend, or
Hmm.
like just like because like a really famous Mandalorian.
Yeah, but I thought Boba wasn't a Mandalorian. I thought he was just kind of like a poser.
It's
I don't know. It's
or
confusing for.
maybe they'll say the only time in actual canon where it's said it's like season 2 of Clone Wars, the first time they go to Mandalore and like Obi-Wan meets with the president of Mandal. It's the same guy who's like the rat at the end of Clone Wars.
Okay, yeah.
And he meets with him and he's like, yeah, I encountered a Mandalorian named Jango Fett a while back. And then he goes, and then the president was like, oh, that guy's an imposter. He's not a real Mandalorian. And he took, so I don't know. Maybe they will
It'll
say,
be interesting to see. Like, I think it'd be interesting if like there's a conflict where like as a fight, like they'd be like, "You're not a real Mandalorian," and it's like you're not either. Like, you know what I mean? That'll be kind of interesting
that'd be cool. But I
because they're
guess,
definitely gonna fight. Like, there's if he's in the show, they're definitely having a fucking brawl, and it's gonna be insane.
or it could be just a thing where like Cobb Vanth's in it for a second and then you just see Boba Fett kill him and take the armor back.
Oh my god, that would be kind of stupid. I like they wouldn't hire this pretty big time actor to kill him off in 10 seconds. I
So
don't know.
why would, I'm thinking like, why would he take the armor off?
Oh, um,
Because
I
it's
don't
hot,
know.
I guess, after the pit?
Maybe it had acid on it. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, maybe.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, let's get out of the realm of Star Wars here, and there's actually a bit of MCU Disney Plus news here.
Woo!
So apparently,
Yeah.
Evan Peters. Do
Y-
you know who Evan Peters is?
of course, but the audience needs to know.
Okay, Evan Peters, the audience, for you guys who don't know, is Fox's Quicksilver.
Oh.
He's also in the Kick-Ass movie. Apparently, he will be in WandaVision.
Oh my God.
So this brings up: are they really doing an alternate reality Quicksilver thing here, or is he playing someone completely different?
Okay. I don't want the X. I don't want that way the X. Do you want the X-Men to come in through a different dimension?
Not really.
Me either. I don't really want that. I just want what I want is like them to be in hiding and like and then be like, "Oh, there's the mansion" kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah.
But
I
then
don't
you
know.
need
I think
I
that's
don't
a
know,
really tough job that they have to do is
to
somehow explain away these
to put them in this universe.
because you can't like I can't imagine them because you have to explain Professor X and Magneto being like old and in their past.
Yeah. Like and like World War II plays a part of it. But like is World War II I don't know. Like I guess how old would he be now? Because it's gonna be really old for them in like
I
this.
heard a rumor that they want Moff Gideon to play Professor X.
Whoa. Hey, I mean, that'll be pretty cool.
I'd be so down.
He would be good at it, honestly.
Cause I don't. That role has been cast perfectly twice before, in such a specific manner. I think you gotta do something pretty different with it now.
Yeah. And hey, I'd be totally interested to see what's his name? What's his name? I can't think. Uh,
Giancarlo Esposito.
yeah, Esposito. Hey, I've seen him play an antagonist twice,
He's incredible.
but I'm interested to see him play this kind of like patient, kind, like teacher role.
I mean,
I'm all
Gus
for
Fring
it.
is quite patient.
Oh, he's patient, but he's not kind.
I will murder your infant daughter.
They're gonna make him. They're probably gonna make him bald, right? For sure.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
you gotta.
staple.
But
Yeah,
how do you feel about the Quicksilver thing? Do you think like they like just a little East? Like I don't know, it's weird.
I don't want that.
Like
Like it's the
maybe just
last
play
thing I
someone
want.
different. I don't know.
That'd be, but like, okay, they wouldn't cast in the. Pisses
I
me
don't know,
off.
man.
I hope
We'll
it's just
see
kind of
when
like.
it comes. We'll
I hope
see.
it's like a Deadpool kind of like, dude, imagine this. Scarlet Witch she created the whole X-Men reality.
Oh my god.
What if
That'd be pretty
that
crazy. But still at the same time, it's like, oh well then that just undermines all those movies that I
the
love,
retcons?
right?
Hey, who cares? Like you can still
Like
watch them without
like
like.
Logan is fake. That's what that means.
But Logan's in a different like Logan. I always thought Logan was in its own different timeline to begin with, anyways. To be
Yes, yeah.
honest, because like it's not in the Apocalypse universe now, is it? Or the Dark Phoenix universe?
It's
Like,
in a weird okay, it's in a weird timeline where the I think it's somehow a sequel to the original trilogy.
hmm it's
Yeah.
it's a sequel to Wolverine, right? The Wolverine,
Yeah, I guess so.
and it's so that would make it a sequel to Days of Future Past.
No, but it completely ruins the ending of Days of Future Past.
What happened?
It's
Why
like
does it ruin
this
the
Days of
ending?
Future Past, they save
Oh
everyone, all
yeah, yeah. He wakes up and he
and
sees.
he wakes up and then Jean is back, Scott is back, everyone's back alive, they change the timeline, everything's good. And then 5 years later, you tell me Professor X goes nuts and kills every single one of them.
Is it confirmed that it's 5 years later? Like, what timeline is?
It's like 20 something. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I could imagine that. I'm.
But
You think I
still,
really give a fuck about those characters in that
yeah,
in that
I
show?
guess so. But okay. Next bit of
I
news.
much prefer the Logan over like anything else in the X-Men universe. So like, I'm perfectly fine with them being like, oh yeah, we
I,
killed everybody just for the sake of this movie. You know what I mean?
I personally like Days of Future Past better than Logan, but
Really?
yeah,
That's interesting.
that used to be my favorite CBM.
Hey, it's probably my second favorite movie, and then not CBM, but in the X-Men universe, and then probably First Class after that.
First class, great flick.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
okay, again
I'm
with more
hyped to see
Disney
where that comes
Plus,
from. Sorry, repeat what you're saying.
some more Disney Plus news.
Okay, they had a little presser, I guess, and a
I
little.
guess. So this is if Falcon and the Winter Soldier gets a second season, it's gonna be a different title.
Oh,
So what my guess is, it's either going to be called Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or it's going to be called Captain America and the White
right.
Wolf, or
That's
something along
probably
those
what it's
lines.
gonna be.
Because I was expecting them to change the name of the first season to that, but I guess not because I'm pretty sure this first season is going to be about the full transition
Hmm.
into from Falcon to Captain America.
I gotta say that Captain America and the White Wolf is a very long title.
That it is, it is.
I would hope like is there any like comic book like team up like name they could use? Like I don't know.
Just call
Like
it Captain America and the Winter Soldier. We'll just call it Captain America the Winter Soldier. Right?
oh yeah, the movie.
That's a pretty good title.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. I'm excited for that. That's probably one of my most
Me, that was
anticipated But hey, WandaVision seems
You
insane
know
now
that
too.
I'm oddly like extremely excited for WandaVision. I think that's gonna be insane.
Just because the news, like, dude, it gets crazier and crazier.
Every time there's new news, it's like what?
Dude, like, what the fuck is this show? Like, I don't even know. So they're being pushed back, correct? Or
I
we
mean,
don't know.
I would assume so. There hasn't been official announcement. That was supposed to come out like December.
Oh, it's supposed to come out December?
Yeah.
Dude, no, it's so saddening.
We're gonna have like the stream, like it was like this summer we get Falcon Winter Soldier,
Yeah, we're supposed to have it this summer. Fuck me, that's
and
so
then
sad.
October Mando season two, right when Mando season two ends, WandaVision. It was gonna be the best,
It was
but
gonna be an exciting like content path
it
journey.
was. That's what they gotta do. They gotta like streamline it so that there's always content on Disney Plus, so that everyone keeps the subscriptions.
Yeah, that was definitely their plan. I feel like everyone canceled it during this time because unless like you're a
Yeah.
diehard Simpsons fan. I watched some Simpsons episode. It's nice.
Maybe I should watch some Simpsons.
It's easy. I just threw on like a random season and just watched them. They're great.
Okay, well, another little tidbit.
Okay.
What if is apparently going to use
Oh yeah, what if
some
it's
motion capture, which is pretty similar to what they did, I guess, in Clone Wars.
they pioneered that technology, I guess, to
That I still can't even believe the quality of that.
use.
You can so tell that it's real people too when you watch it.
hmm
But yeah, I guess good on them. I guess for the motion capture, it's gonna make it look nice and real. I'm excited for that. That's probably the Disney Plus show I'm least excited for it.
But it's still exciting nonetheless, I
Still
guess.
excited because it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things at all,
hmm
story wise. But I'm excited to see the little
The
story.
episodes are 20 minutes, right?
I think so, but there's
They're
like
this
20 episodes.
they're the same length as The Mandalorian, which is 5 seconds long.
Yeah. Okay, some more MCU news.
Okay.
J.K. Simmons is signed on for multiple MCU movies,
As he should.
but he's not. They're not obliged to use him.
Oh.
They'd be so stupid if they don't have him, like in multiple scenes in Spider-Man 3.
It's
the perfect
just
time to
insane
use it.
amount of.
That man is a menace.
You know what I'd love to see if they use him as like a transition thing, where it'd just be like,
Oh yeah, and apparently he's in Morbius, so
oh,
that's what
huh.
I.
Wait, when was Morbius supposed to come out? Like 2 days,
July.
like 2 days from now.
Yep.
Hmm.
New Mutants tomorrow.
Wait, when's New Mutants? When? What? You told me 20 times, but it's never sticks with
August
me.
28th.
Okay, I'm
We'll
so
see you in
excited.
theaters then.
We'll see everyone there. I know the whole world is gonna come out to watch this movie. Okay, imagine if the first movie from quarantine is New Mutants, like the first movie that we see.
I mean, it might, maybe. I'm hearing that Tenet might be released July 16th.
Really? Okay, I
That'd
would
be
be so
absolutely
excited.
Yeah, but would your mother let you go?
Hey, I mean, we'll see.
Hey, it's open. It opened it.
Hey, it's there. I'm gonna go in that Spec Ops suit. I'm gonna bring it
Okay,
to the
now, now the world of Detective Comics.
theater. Okay. I thought you were gonna say Detective Pikachu, and I was kind of
No.
sparked my interest for a second.
A potential Cyborg series could be in the works at HBO Max if the Snyder Cut is well received.
If there's one person I forgot was in that movie, it's Cyborg. Do you remember any scenes with him? I only remember the one scene. I only remember the one scene where he scares his dad, and then I don't remember doing anything else. Like literally anything else.
I remember him not being too bad in it.
Yeah, but like he's barely in it.
I remember the one where, like, right after they stopped the mother box, just him and Superman laughing.
I remember. I the only reason I remember this because I just saw a clip of Justice League the other day, and fucking Steppenwolf picks him up and rips his leg off. That's all I remember. Like, what is he? Like, what's the significance of him?
But they always they Zack Snyder's been saying apparently in his cut he's the heart and soul of the movie. So
Yeah, I remember him saying that when the movie was gonna be released.
maybe it'll be amazing, and then it'll be a great show. We'll see. He's already on a great show that's already on HBO Max by the name of Doom Patrol. Incredible show.
So what is Doom Patrol even about? Like,
Oh, you
I'm
want to get into that?
I'm shocked that Cyborg is in that show.
It's one of the weirdest shows I've ever seen in my life. What's it about? That's a good question. I
I can't
honestly couldn't
answer
tell you. I could not tell you what it's about. I have no idea what it's about. But all I can tell you is it's so good.
that. So what's the cast? You have the Invisible Man from
Okay, you
famous
have
from the horror movies.
he's not famous for
I'm just kidding.
Okay, you got
Wait.
Miss
What's that
Negative.
movie? What's that movie where it's a superhero, but it's about an invisible man, and it's like the worst thing. Fuck. Do you know what I'm
I
talking
know what
about?
you're talking about. The Shadow?
I think it's The Shadow.
Alex Baldwin?
The Shadow is in the Doom Squad.
No, he's not, but
Damn
is
it.
Negative Man or Mr. Negative? One of those. I think it's Mr. Negative.
No, I think
Uh,
Mr. Negative's from Spider-Man.
Okay, it's a Negative Man then.
Okay.
That's the
What's
guy with
he?
the wrapped around, and he's not invisible. He's just really burnt and ugly. That's why he wears that.
What's his power?
Like, like he's got like this spirit ghost inside, like this electrical alien thing inside of him that can come out and helps save the day. There's Rita
Wow.
Falk, who is Elastigirl.
Okay.
She's gets all elastic, stretchy. There is by far the best character in the show, um, Brendan Fraser as Robo Man.
Oh, fuck. Brendan Fraser plays Robo Man?
He's the best. I
Dude,
forget his name.
I remember watching a movie with Brendan Fraser, um, and it's about like the fuck, what's the Cuban Missile Crisis, and like this family thinks that it's gonna kill everybody, so they a plane falls on their house, so they go into the bunker and they live there for like 20 years, and the kid grows up, and that's Brendan Fraser, and they realize, oh shit, nothing ever happened, and
Yeah,
it's like a fish out of water story. And the only reason I remember that movie is because there is the most like intrusive kissing scene in my life. Like it's just so
intrusive.
like it's just I can't think of a better word for it. It's just so explicit. Like it goes on for way too long.
Damn.
Yeah.
But he's actually Robot Man, not Robo Man. Sorry.
Okay. And he's the big one. He's the one with the robot head, like Daft
He's
Punk
probably
looking.
the closest thing to a main character the show has. There's Crazy Jane.
Okay.
Is a girl with multiple personalities. Each one has a different power.
She's crazy.
And there's the chief, who's like basically like Professor X. He's in a wheelchair and he's like the leader of these freaks. And basically the chief gets kidnapped by a villain, and like the whole show is about the team trying to get him back.
How many episodes is it? 25, right?
15,
Holy shit, that's a lot.
which I know is a lot, but it's it's not episodic per se, but each episode is kind of like its own story, but it's done so well. It's done so
Wow.
well.
It's no Titans though.
So, no, the dude, how far in Titans did you get? Like halfway?
Like five. I remember I was hyped for Titans when I first like heard that they're making a live action Teen Titans show.
Season
Boy,
one, still, I'll tell you, it's not too shabby. But season
boy,
two,
what I was disappointed.
how nuts is the intro? It's like, brr, 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 brr.
I don't remember it to be
So
honest.
sad.
It's sad.
Okay, but our last bit of news before we get into some main topics here.
Okay.
Just a little thing thought I'd mention. Only some deleted scenes from Parabellum will be used in John Wick 4.
Ooh.
I'm guessing maybe an alternate ending is gonna make it into the opening of. I don't know, because it did end a little abruptly, that movie, I will
It
say.
really did. I
Where
was
they just
shocked that it
throw
ended.
him right off a roof. He goes to Lawrence Fishburne. He says, "Are you pissed?" And he goes, "Yeah," and it just ends.
I mean, it was a good ending. It makes
Love
excited
how
for the next movie.
Yeah, they should just keep this going forever. But okay, now let's get into something a little special. Rick and Morty season 4, my
Oh,
friends.
we're doing this
Just
now.
it's
Just
just
ended.
and now a lot like Agents of Shield. James does not watch Rick and Morty, but I am a huge Rick and Morty guy,
Okay, yeah.
and I'm gonna just get into a little review of the fourth season as a whole, really.
All right, tell me what you think. I'm
Okay,
really
first of all,
excited to
starting it off the bat, the return of Gazorp. That was
hear. 'Cause-
probably the most emotional episode of the show ever. I
Yeah.
was tearing up seeing the reunion with everyone. And America, I shit you not, he turned himself into a pickle.
He did it
With the
again.
Wub Tubler and the Nub 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 Schlubler. It was
Mhm.
just great stuff, really.
Yeah. If no one could tell, I'm actually the Rick and Morty connoisseur, and Jonathan is
I
not.
think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna watch it,
You
but
should. It's an easy watch. It's
yeah, I got a lot on my plate.
you
Shows that
do.
I
You
know.
really, you
But
really, you
yeah,
really run the
once some stuff
buffet according to your
clears,
times.
I'll only 40 episodes. I'll clear through it.
No, it's like you don't like. Yeah, it's good. I'll get into the fourth season though, but I no spoilers, right? Because you're gonna watch it. So
Yeah, try to go. You can say some stuff, but
okay, so basically this season, the first half, the first 5 episodes, they released the first 5 episodes on their own, and then they continue the season after like a few months. They started in May after, so they took a big hiatus after December. Um, and yeah, so the first 5 episodes they were okay. I like, I think 1, 2, 4, and 5. 3 was the dragon episode. Whatever one was the dragon episode, no one really likes that
that
episode.
was a bad one, eh?
It was a bad episode. It was just like it's just trying a lot to
Okay.
but like there was a heist one that I liked that made me laugh. Um, but I think the problem with these episodes, what people were saying was that there's not real character development going on.
Okay.
And but when I tell you the last 5 episodes, the way they deconstructed the show in the first in the sixth episode, and then they just kept on going with these insane like schemes. Just it's so good, and they develop all the characters pretty well after that. Like the writing, I don't know what happened with the writing, but it became amazing afterwards. Like this, the final episode, episode 10 of season 4. My God, it was so clever. It was the episode's called oh my God, it's called Return of the Jerry. I forget what it's like Rick Wars Return of the Jerry
Okay.
because they always do a pun title. So it's a Star Wars like parody, but like it was so funny. Like oh my God, but like they had some real substance, some real um like character development. Like Beth, you get to see what happened with her choice after season 3, and that pays off. Um, and certain things get like bird person might return in the last episode, which is interesting. And yeah, it was really exciting that they actually had a big finale episode because they haven't done that for a while.
Yeah.
Um,
I really
since
like the idea that the show has character growth and development, and that really does make me want to watch it because I love Family Guy, but that's stuff where it's like just the same thing every episode.
yeah, it
Nothing
bogs
really
you down after a
changes.
while.
It does.
And then they kill
I like,
Brian, and then
yeah,
it's no, but
I
yeah,
like continuous story, long form story.
it's crazy because when I look at the like season 1, like Morty is a completely different person in season 4. Like not completely, but
That's
like there's
awesome.
definitely growth, which is interesting to see. And like the whole family grows, but the only person that really is stagnant is Rick, which is an interesting
Yeah.
dynamic, I guess. But I think we'll see some growth from him in this season 5. Here's one thing though: after every season, they do a Mr. Poop Butthole. Do you know Mr. Poop Butthole? You know?
No.
Okay. They do like a little uh what's it called? Not interlude, but like an afterwards, a prologue, a little prologue. Um Oh, epilogue. A little epilogue with Mr. Rebuttal, and he's like, "Hey, like, what a cool season that was. Check it out in 2 more years. Like, you'll see the show." There was nothing. He didn't tell us when we're seeing this next show. So I guess we're waiting a long ass
No
time.
word on the next season, eh? It's
Yeah.
rough.
They got signed on for like 70 more episodes or something like that.
Great. Wait, so is that 7 seasons?
Yeah, 7 seasons more, I guess. Or like let me look it up, but it was a shit ton of
So it's been going-
episodes.
When did the show start? 2013? Was it 2013?
I think so, yeah. Renewed, not re-signed. Okay.
Okay, so there's been 4 seasons of the show.
Yep.
It started 7 years
70,
ago.
70 more episodes we're getting from Rick and Morty.
It starts. What? That's crazy. It takes seven
So
years to make 4 seasons, and we're getting another 7 seasons.
so they're making 40. There's only been 40, so they're gonna have 110 episodes probably total from this show. I hope they don't exhaust their
That's a little worrying, honestly.
writing staff,
11
but
seasons?
I guess so. But like it's an animated show. Like animated shows go on for a long time. Just look at Family Guy for God's sake, like you said.
But like
It's a
exactly like
just a
different
different
thing,
thing.
right?
Yeah, but what else? What other comments do I have on the season? It's the last 5 episodes, probably some of my favorite episodes of the show. To be honest, like there was some really good stuff. Some highlights. Let's see. The one where Morty has that the vat of acid episode is incredible. And then they
Okay.
have one. I thought they had an episode which would be kind of redundant, not redundant, but what's the word that like when you do something again?
Repetitive.
Repetitive. That was one. I thought there was gonna be a repetitive episode because there was an episode
Yeah.
where Rick like encounters an old lover, and it's kind of like, oh, that's interesting, and it's the same thing, but this time there's a twist. And should I just say it? It's a planet this time, which is interesting.
The lover is a planet.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like
ego.
it's based off the ego from Guardians. So, and the whole thing is insane. Like it's so good.
Okay.
Um, they
Get me
build off
excited
of.
to watch the show.
There's a lot of, and I love the deeper themes they have in each episode. Like in that Ego Planet episode, there was a lot of themes about like God and like parenthood and stuff, which is interesting. And
Yeah.
they were comparing being a parent to being a god, which was interesting kind of criticism, I guess. Then they have like the Vat Acid episode was about consequences. Um, I don't even know what the last I can't even say what the last episode is about because like it's just so the ending. Oh my god! So the final score is super like there's a really dramatic moment that happens in the last episode, right? But
Okay.
like in this it's in the scope like the scope is small, but it's really like painful I guess to watch. And man, the score they did an original score from the people who did the like the intro song, and
Yeah.
man, it hits. It's so sad. Like the
You
music in the
get
show
me
is great.
excited, man.
The music in the show is great. Like the evil Morty song. Oh my god, dude! Like, have you heard that?
I haven't.
Like the da, na, na, na. Like
Now,
what? What'd you say?
should I play it?
Sure, you can find it. Um, yeah. So I guess they're saving that. I don't know. I don't know where the show's gonna go for 70 more episodes. Like I don't even think like Dan Harmon and why I can't remember his name. What's his what? Justin Roiland. How did I forget
Yeah.
Justin Roiland? I'm
It's Ethan
excited.
Klein's boy.
Sorry,
It's Ethan Klein's boy.
this is Ethan Klein's boy. Um, man, I really can't think sometimes. All I'm gonna say is I'm excited. I love the way that they kind of rag on their own show in it. Like it's just so good. Like I'm really happy they did that split because I think it was needed to I don't know get the writing back on track. Not that it was ever bad. Like I can't think of a bad Rick and Morty episode. Like even the Dragon episode, I don't think was bad to be honest. I enjoy every episode. I think every episode has its merit. So, yeah, I encourage everyone to watch the show. Um, trust me, you don't like. I don't identify with the Pickle Rick like Szechuan sauce fans. Like that was a big reason why I'd never tell people I watch that show because of how fucking
Szechuan kick.
how maniacal those people are. Like, did you see that video of the McDonald's? Like the
Of
one,
course.
I think everyone's seen it. But
A
man,
pickle
like,
Rick! A pickle
like,
Rick!
like there's certain things in that fandom that it's just nuts. But I think if you like Community, if you like well, Dan Harmon, it's just Community, I guess. But has he done anything else that I have to note?
Can't think of anything.
Yeah, but Dan Harmon is a genius. That's all I gotta say. I'm really happy with Rick and Morty. I think they literally found something that like a gold mine. You know what I mean? They struck gold with this show.
Yeah.
And obviously Adult Swim recognizes that, so that's why they gave him 70 more
Yes,
seasons
74 episodes.
episodes. Um, yeah, they make a shit ton of money from this show, like a shit ton. But did you hear? This is why I didn't know. There's Justin Roiland has a new show
Yeah,
that
with
is
the aliens.
that is drawn the same way as Rick and Morty, and he
Oh,
voices one of the people. And
is it on
I don't know.
Netflix?
There's mixed reviews about it. I don't. What'd you say?
It's on Netflix, right?
Is it?
I think it is.
I might watch it then if it's on Netflix. Solar Opposites. Yeah, that's what it is. Let's see. Where is it on? Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Oh,
Oh, but would it be on Netflix because we don't have Hulu in Canada?
okay. Keep talking about Rick. I'm looking. It's not on Netflix. Let me check the other streamers.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. To think that this is Justin Roiland's like first like show that he's made. Like he's made like little. Oh, he was on Fish Hooks, but he's mostly a voice actor, right? But this is his first time where he like made the show, like did it, and it just took off. Like I love that guy. And he has a game that's interesting too. That might as well be it's in contention with thing, and it's really funny. I don't know, just his nihilistic humor. I don't know, him and Dan Harmon really pair together very well to make the show, and I got to give it to the writers for this season that they just made it incredible. To be honest, this second half,
So
Johnny's still
it's not on any streaming service, so it's probably just gonna air on Adult Swim here. I'm guessing.
probably okay. All right, well that's all I have to say from me. I'm currently exhausted from talking.
Pretty. Yeah. Well, so now you've been talking, so let me talk for a little bit
Oh
here.
boy. Okay, everyone
Here we
pause the
go.
video. Everyone can. It's okay to leave the video now. Go make a
Pause
sandwich. Come
video,
back.
leave, unsubscribe, murder me, and then get back to the next part. But here we go. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7, Episode 2. Last week I was like, yeah, it was a pretty good start, but not the best episode of the show, but it was a good start to the season. Boy, was I pleased with this episode. I thought this was a great episode of S.H.I.E.L.D. with some of the great
Really?
staples of what comes with S.H.I.E.L.D. And it was just great. Basically, off the cliffhanger from last week, throughout the episode, we discover that the vials that Freddie Malik was taking was the last key ingredient to create the super soldier serum, and that he was delivering it directly to Hydra.
Okay.
You
So this
know,
is in the past, right? They're still in.
this is the 30s, yeah. And they fully name drop. They say Dr. Erskine.
Okay.
They,
The
they
main.
say Johann Schmidt, and then they say Red Skull. So there's a lot of MCU tie-in. They've said there's going to be a lot of tie-in this season, which is weird because the last time there was tie-in was end of season 5 where they were talking about Thanos because it was right around the time of Infinity War. And then season 6 starts and they don't address the snap at all. So it's really weird because season 5 was supposed to be the last season. So they're just talking like the whole crux of the end of season 5 is some guy powers himself up and then goes crazy and then becomes a big villain. But the reason he powers himself up is because he's trying to save from Thanos. So that's the
What
whole.
villain was this?
Graviton.
Graviton. Is this
He's
like
from
a
the
creation?
comics. No,
Okay.
he's from the comics.
Fucking Graviton.
Also played by Nathan Petrelli, but
He's also played by Nathan Fielder. Very interesting.
where did I go? Okay, but back to the episode. So it's found out that Freddy's with Hydra. He's making the stuff for him. We
Hmm.
see everyone regrouped. We
We get
see that Mac and Deke are still with Freddy. They have a little talk with him. They talk about all this stuff, how they, whether they should trust each other or not. Have a little tussle. There's guns involved and whatnot. We see back on the ship, May is woken up, and she's with Enoch. She has a little banter with Enoch, and she's acting really weird because she just survived from death. They admit that she did die, and that Simmons brought her back to life with the technology she created. But she's really weird. She's not feeling any emotions at all. That's shown later when Coulson finds out that they're gonna Freddy has to give the vial to Hydra at a drop off point. Find out from the girl who got shot that it's this place called Hell's Harbor. And then Koenig, who they're at Koenig's speakeasy, says he knows where that is, but I gotta go with you if you because Freddy's my bartender. I want to make sure he's safe. So they take him with him on the jet, and there's
Mhm.
a nice little scene where he's freaking out at all the future technology and is going crazy. But we see as they enter the jet, May sees Coulson. Well, obviously, this should be a shock to her system because this is her freaking husband. Essentially, he's dead, and she just goes, "You're not Sarge." He goes, "No, I'm not." And then they tell her he's an LMD. Then he says, "You know, I would think you'd be surprised. I was dead." And then she just looks at him and says, "You still are," and walks away. I was like, "Oh, crazy scene." Also, there's a great fight between Enoch and May where she almost kills him right before. But yeah, they go. There's another scene where Daisy tries to get Deke to kill Freddy, but he doesn't want to because he's just a kid. He hasn't created Hydra yet. But we also find out that the time portal is about to close in like 20 minutes, and they have to defeat the robots and ensure that the package is delivered safely to Hydra. So they go, they do it, they save Freddy. Freddy makes the transaction. He shoots Koenig on his way out. Everyone makes it back to the ship safely, and but Enoch is there with Koenig. And Koenig's like, "Go, I'll be okay." Enoch's running to the ship. There's 30 seconds left. The ship's about to go. Boom, the ship goes. Enoch is stuck in 1931.
Oh.
Cut to the shield thing. We'll return in a moment. The end credit scene is Enoch is now a bartender at Koenig's Speakeasy. And he says, "I need you to tell me two things. One, tell me about this shield. I want to know how I can get involved." And this explains how his whole family is part of the Shield family in the future. And then he says another thing, tell me everything about these robots. And there's a theory that all these families and the twins that show up in the show are robots. So this could lend credence to that theory that they're not actually his grandchildren, they're robots that he made of
Mhm.
him because they're all identical. But yeah, great episode. Some great twists, great turns, great character moments and beats. Great action, acting on point, obviously. I am really excited for the next episode. I don't like to watch the trailers for the next episode because I find that they always spoil stuff. But I did see on like Instagram that then the next jump point was the 50s, and this is where we're gonna get with Souza, who is Agent Carter's partner, who's coming back. So yeah, really excited. Great episode.
So they're gonna
I
keep
love
going
Agents of
further
S.H.I.E.L.D.
in time over the season, right?
Yeah, further. And the thing is, Enoch is a robot, so
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
how this
Enoch
time.
means nothing to me. I don't know what fucking
I know.
Enoch is. Let me
You
look
don't
it
know
up.
who anyone is.
I don't know who anyone is besides the original five or whatever.
The
Enoch.
original five. You know who
Oh,
May
Enoch
is?
is
Oh
the
yeah, you do know.
ancestor of Noah from the Bible.
Look up
Interesting.
Enoch Shield. He's a robot. He's a robot.
It's a cool name for a robot, I gotta admit. Oh, he's a
He's not.
bald man.
He's a bald man. His face kind of
They
reminds
should
me of
get him to
John.
play Professor X.
Sure,
Jo-
but
Joel Stouffer. He's blue.
he's blue. No, he's not.
There's a picture of him being very
Oh,
blue.
I think he painted himself blue in season five to pretend to be a Kree.
Mm,
But so obviously he's a robot, so
scary.
he wouldn't age. So they're going to the 50s. I don't know how this time travel works. If they're gonna go, if they're still gonna be in New York, and if they are, they can just get him. So that would just solve that problem of him being stranded. Also, where the hell is Fitz? He's still not in the show. No one knows where he is. No one knows how much time him and Simmons have been displaced in since the season six finale.
Hmm.
We need answers. We need answers. Great show. Love it. Okay,
All right, that was quick. You
that
got
was
it
quick.
done. You got it done fast.
Concising it up. I'm concising it up.
Did you write it down to
No, I
talk about?
didn't. I should. I'm gonna write it. The problem is the recap.
Mm.
It's quite hard to just recap
There's a
something.
lot
I
going on in
really
the
do not like
show.
doing it. Yeah, like that last episode. Just it sums up perfectly with James at the end. Went, "It's the longest episode to television I ever made."
Man, I surprise myself sometimes with what I say.
Yeah. Okay, James, you watched a movie recently.
I did watch a movie.
What was that
Um,
movie called?
it was called Bruno.
Okay, besides that,
It was called Ali G in the hood. In the
besides
house?
Ali G in the house.
House. Okay, I watched Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
And what were your thoughts on the movie?
Oh, we're going me first. Okay. Do I do a recap? Should I do a recap of the movie?
A quick like summary.
All right, so the apes
Yeah.
are aping. They're aping around.
Also, you didn't have subtitles, so you have no idea what happened. But go on.
Yeah, this is gonna be a dummies version of the movie. So basically, I'll just tell you what happened. So basically, I watched the movie on a completely legal service, of course, but for some reason it didn't have subtitles. So I was like, wait, should there be subtitles? Like literally, it literally questioned my like. I was like, damn, people just understood what they were saying. It was just all in the body language, I guess. Um, but there is supposed to be subtitles. So what I did was I looked them up on my phone, the script, and I basically just read them out to my dad, who was also watching, so we could understand what was going on. Good thing they didn't have like much like intense dialogue with the with this
Yeah.
ASL,
But,
with the sign language. But yeah, it was a little bit tedious, so I'm gonna get the movie from Jonathan for War.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'll bring it tomorrow then.
okay, and yeah. So, but basically, what happened in the movie? Caesar is killing. Caesar's kicking it at the main hub. He had a kid. What's his son's name?
His son's name is Bright Eyes,
Really?
right? I
That's
think.
his mom.
Yeah, he named the son his mom. Or something Eyes.
Oh fuck, that's not Planet of the Apes. Julius Caesar's son. It's Blue Eyes. It's his name, Blue Eyes.
Blue Eyes, yeah. I knew it was something Eyes.
It's kind of a dumb name. Anyways, so Blue Eyes got hit by attacked by a bear, so he's scarred. I guess they just made that so he's recognizable throughout the movie.
I guess.
That's definitely why, right? Um, so him, like so the humans are still alive. I forgot to mention there's a virus that goes around, very topical, I know. There's a virus that took everybody out. They call it the simian flu, so they're kind of afraid of the apes. So a few humans are like trekking about, and they get scared by the apes, and like I think he shoots one of the apes, and then like everyone's like, and the apes go to the city, and they're all kitted up. Bro. How menacing is all the apes
Oh,
fucking
on the horses,
on the horses?
the war paint.
The war paint is sick. I love Caesar war paint mode. Um, yeah, so they go down and they're like scare the people and they're like, hey, don't fucking mess with us or we will kill you. So that happens. But the humans need power and they're running out of power. And the only way they can get that is to go to the hydro plant, which is conveniently where the apes live. So who's the actor? I swore it was a certain actor, but it's not. He looks
Jason Clark.
So Jason Clark goes up there with his wife and kid, um, and they're like, "Hey, can we use your power?" And Caesar, being the cool guy he is, because he is friendly with the fucking James Franco, he lets them go. But meanwhile, there's tension in the tribe because Koba he was one of the apes in the lab from the first movie, and I could just tell this guy was a villain from the moment I saw him because of the fucking how insane is that character design for Koba though?
It is. I'm gonna talk about Kova in a bit, but
Okay, but he's menacing. So Koba, there's some unrest because Koba's like, "Yo, what the fuck, bro? We're letting humans here? Like, they're bad. They're gonna kill us. Blah blah blah." And so yeah, there's tension. The humans are getting the hydro done. Koba and Caesar have a big brawl. Caesar fucking kicks his ass, and there's the big thing about ape don't kill ape. So he's not gonna kill Koba because like that's his rule that he made because he's the king. Um, and so yeah, they're just chilling. Koba infiltrates the humans. He steals a gun and he brings it back to camp and he shoots Caesar and everyone thinks Caesar's dead. And it's like, oh my god, they use a fucking human weapon. The humans are coming. They're gonna kill everybody. Blah 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 blah. Um, oh, I forgot to mention. This doesn't matter very much, but the wife helped Caesar's wife
yeah.
um, deliver her child. So that's why they kind of let the humans
Also,
stay.
don't forget that Maurice is a lad and a half, or
And well, Maurice will come in, I guess. I don't know. This is my run. This is my quick rundown.
yeah.
Um, Maurice tells them to run. They all run. So Koba is, I guess, the new fucking monarch. So he takes charge of the apes, and they attack the humans. They fuck shit up. The fight scene with them going into the street and like and
Oh,
is who what is the male like president like what's his name?
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman goes nuts. He fucking
Sirius Black. Oh, Sirius Black.
Yeah, it is Sirius Black. He takes out a bunch of them with the rocket
I was
launcher.
just about to pop off about something, but well, wait.
Okay, and then Koba's infiltrating. Um, and Caesar's still alive. They take care of Caesar. Blue Eyes tells Caesar he has to like I don't know if I can get his shit together. Caesar regains his strength. All the apes are on top of the big tower. Gary Oldman blows up the tower and dies, I guess, doing it. The tower is like all shaking. Caesar beats up Koba. Caesar becomes a new leader again, and the apes all bow down. And yeah,
Also, a little setup for next movie. When they got the power back on, they did manage to contact the military.
they did, and like, what's his name? The main
Yeah,
character guy
they
was like,
to leave.
he was like, "Yo, like, what's gonna happen?" It's like we started this war. Like, we gotta fight it, I guess. Like, I don't know. There's a big setup for the next movie, and it's like I'm just excited. Anyways, that's
So
the movie.
you talked about the movie. How did you like the
We should have
movie?
said spoilers. We
Yeah,
spoiled everything.
how did you like the movie?
I thought it was really good. Um, I the, I thought it was beautiful to be honest. Like the ending scene with the apes, the humans I didn't really like most of the time. To be honest, they
But
kind of
they're
annoyed me.
way less important than they were in the first one.
Yeah, they
Right?
were they were they were just there to I don't know get the plot rolling. They were literally a MacGuffin for the for the apes. Um, But I love the whole, um, I don't know, the son-father relationship that goes on, which I didn't even know was his son for the longest time. But I thought it was great. Um, I thought that it was really emotional when he went back to the house. I thought that was interesting. What other stuff do I like? The action was amazing. At
Yeah.
the end, the fight scene between Koba and Caesar was nuts. That's just, oh my god.
Reeves. How you
There's
feeling about Reeves now that you saw
I'm
that
thinking
movie?
it's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what's one thing I thought that was interesting? That the all the apes, if you notice, they trim the trees to make them perfect for swinging kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Did
love
you?
the way that the apes all looked. I like that they were pretty easy to differentiate who was
Yeah.
who. I guess like they're all different species of apes, but still like it was pretty easy um to recognize them. I like the scene with Maurice gets the book from the kid.
Yeah. Did you
Um
catch the end credits?
I think so, but can you remind me? I can't remember.
So there wasn't a scene, but it was just black, but you heard Koba breathing.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. What
One of
happens to
my
Koba?
favorite
Does he
times.
he
He fell.
dies?
He fell.
Oh, he
He got the
fell.
drop.
Okay, interesting. So Koba, I guess, is gonna come back.
But let me tell you my thoughts on this
Yeah,
movie.
let's hear what you because you have a lot to say. This
Uh,
is a big movie for you.
this is absolutely one of my favorite movies of all time.
Wow.
I absolutely adore this film. I think it is so well made. I think it is so well written. And minus my one main flaw is the humans are a little meh, a little boring. But I can overlook that because all the ape stuff is so strong. One thing I'll say about this movie, there's no bad, how do I say this? There's no bad guys. There's
True.
no inherently evil people. Everyone is Gary Oldman, who so easily could have been this like, oh, I just hate the monkeys. I'm just some
I'm
evil man.
I'm a racist against monkey
Yeah,
people, apes. They're too smart for me. Like, yeah,
the
I could
scene, the
have easily
scene
been
with
that.
the iPad. Oh my God.
Oh, the is that what
Where
are we talking
because they
about?
get the power back. He's on the iPad. He like reconnects the iPad and he's looking at pictures of his kids and he just starts crying.
Oh shit!
Oh
Yeah,
my
I remember that.
God.
Yeah,
That
he was very sympathetic. Like I never thought he was a bad guy in the movie, to be honest.
movie, and I will say, even though there's no real bad guys, obviously the bad guy of this movie
He's
is Cobra,
Koba for sure.
who I would honestly probably say, probably second to Thanos, is my favorite villain of the tens.
Wow.
It is such a strong villain, such a good. See, the first movie, there's not really a villain,
Yeah,
and I
it's
think
just like
this movie having
society's the villain.
focuses the story
It's a
so much.
Joker situation.
It is
Society is the
incredible.
villain
The
here.
every all I think about when I think about this movies is pretty much scenes with Koba and how much they stand out to me. First of
Wow.
all, the scene where this is initially where they're talking about whether they should let the humans come do their work, and Koba
Yeah.
just looks at him, points to one of his scars, human work,
Oh.
points to his face card, human work, and then Caesar stands up, and Koba bows down. That there's like a couple times that happens again at the power plant when Koba's freaking out, and when Caesar beats the living shit out of him,
Oh yeah, that was
and then he
nuts.
again puts the hand up to get the tap to pardoned. There's a whole
Mhm.
thing with the gun. How nuts was that with the baby with the gun?
The baby with the trying to get the
That
gun.
shit was tense. Oh my god, Koba with the guards with the
Yeah.
machine gun. Oh, such a good scene. Obviously, their fight. I remember just I still remember the way I felt sitting in the theater when I saw Caesar at that party, look to the side and see Koba with the gun at him. I was like, this movie is brilliant. I think it was so good and emotional seeing him go back to the house, watching the videos of James Franco. That was great. And who's that? He's a good man like you. Oh, it's so good. Boba's ultimate foil, ape no kill ape, when he kills Ash, throws him right off the balcony because he won't kill the human. Is amazing. Am I boring you?
Sorry, my
James?
mic
So
cut out.
occupied here?
Sorry, my
Sure.
mic cut out. My bad.
Okay. But yeah, I,
Um,
I'm in love with this movie.
what was your favorite scene? I like the scene where he where Kobo goes to the plant and he's fucking joking around with the Chads there.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
The guards, and just his face when he turns and shoots them.
Oh my god,
That is
dude.
such a good performance by Toby Kebbell. It was incredible.
What's his name?
Toby Kebbell.
Toby Kebbell.
But yeah, it is. I adore it. I'm so.
What other thoughts do you have to say about this? Because you said there's a lot going on in this movie. Like I'm
It
surprised
is.
your tape.
So I just think just the dynamic between Caesar, just seeing Caesar interact with everything that's going
Mhm.
on, him dealing with leading these apes.
You know what I thought was gonna happen, which I was
Well,
obviously I didn't think so because Andy Serkis is such a big part of these movies. I
mhm.
thought that Caesar was gonna just die and then Blue Eyes was gonna be like the new Caesar kind of thing.
Yeah, I was definitely glad that he lived because
Mhm.
that last fight is great. But what I think, what I think is probably the strongest scene in the movie
Okay.
is the initial takeover of the human base. Because
The
what a goddamn visual! Where
of
it's
the
nighttime,
monkeys on their horses and like they're getting
every
shot at.
yeah, just the whole aesthetic of it all, the fire, the
The red.
horses, the freaking one shot on the tank. Oh
Oh,
my
the tank
god,
view.
I love this movie. It's
Dude,
just so.
you know what scene was crazy? They're getting battered, right? And
Uh-huh.
then Koba goes on the horse and he fucking I don't know, he fucks shit up just by charging. Like
Apes, follow Koba now.
dude, it's crazy. So in the third movie they talk a lot more, right?
Yeah,
Because I guess they're still developing those fucking muscles. I don't know. They really should not be capable of speech, but
but
you know, it's fine.
Maurice. Well, Caesar talks a lot more.
I thought Maurice was never gonna talk. I was surprised that he said run.
Yeah. I'm interested to know what you're gonna think of this third movie.
Okay, because this is your second favorite movie, the third one, War.
Yeah, but it's a lot of people don't like it.
I want why? Is it not as grand as this one, or
It's a little the title's a little misleading.
hmm? Okay, interesting. They solve their problems with a diplomatic
Yeah,
council meeting.
it's just a treaty.
Just a yeah.
The Republic of Confederate Systems just come up with a treaty.
I wonder what the ape place is called. Did they ever
But
name it?
the ape place,
Yeah.
Ape City.
Really?
No, I don't know.
Apetopia.
But I really think Andy Serkis should be nominated for these films. Especially, even though this is my favorite, I think Andy Serkis' best performance is the last one.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
because like shit goes down. But
I want that voice acting Caesar must be so hard because like
uh,
holy like oh that's what he sounds like.
no!
Oh dude, his poor vocal cords.
Imagine voice acting Koba.
Oh, Koba's just insane. Like that's
Screech.
what did he sound like? Just give me a reminder. You're the voice actor guy here.
Human work.
Yeah.
Human work.
Dude,
Apes.
Koba was menacing in in the first movie too. Like when he's getting tested, oh my god.
The thing is, I remember because I watched the first movie
Did
like
you watch
on
it in theaters or?
no, the first movie I watched on Netflix or something, I think. And then I watched the second movie in theaters, but it was like a big distance between the two. And then the next time I rewatched, when I watched the first movie, I'm like, oh my God, that's Koba. I never realized that it was Koba who
You never realized the second movie Koba was. Oh my god.
was introduced in the first one.
Yeah. Well, he plays a pretty big part in the first one too, like with
What
the
a
fucking
way to
killing.
freaking set up to set it up, man. That was such a good setup. I'm telling you, he's such a good villain.
Yeah, he's menacing for sure.
So menacing. And just even his relationship with his son. He's
Koba's
like so
son?
nice to him. No, with Caesar's son.
Oh,
So nice to him. He saves him at the beginning. Even that opening scene when they kill the thing and they're laughing after. This
oh,
is a
they
nice
killed the. I didn't know
cheeky.
Koba killed the. I thought Caesar killed the bear.
No, Koba saved Blue Eyes at the
Huh.
beginning.
I don't. Why did I remember that wrong? I don't know.
I don't know, maybe because you didn't have any subtitles.
But like, it shouldn't matter. They were just screaming. They weren't signing anything
I don't know. But even how nuts is just the opening shot
of the.
in the rain with just all of them.
Is that when you see the camp and like the? No, no, they're all marching to kill the
No,
horse, right?
yeah, it's the
The
zoom in
deer.
on his face with the war paint on his
Yeah, yeah. They're
eyes.
killing the deer.
And that's
They're
how it
killing.
starts, and that's how it ends with the zoom in on his eyes. Love it.
Great. The ending was very Superman. You know what I mean? Like everyone bows down to the god.
Yeah, kinda, I guess. 'Cause he is the god, man. Don't mess with that
He
guy.
is the god. He's the OG. He the OG.
Caesar, love, human, more
So wait,
than
what about the
apes.
apes that like didn't have like that are stupid still? Because like I'm sure they freed the ones from the gorilla cage, and they're not that smart. Like you know what I mean? That they don't have the goo power.
Well, it's transmitted through the flu.
Oh, I guess that's true
That's what I
too.
think. And actually, that question is kind of addressed through a character in the next one.
Hmm. All right. Interesting.
Like, what about just like other just monkeys around?
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's
great. How
next.
are you liking the Tridge so far, man?
I I'm liking it. I'm excited. My dad's gonna get me to watch the Mark Wahlberg one after, so
He really wants to
he
watch
bought
the
he
Mark
bought it. I
Wahlberg
think
one.
we're gonna watch the Wahlberg one.
No, I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's not the best, so we'll see.
Hey, we'll have to see, man.
If
I
it's
don't
bad,
know.
you're gonna tell him? No way you will.
No, I won't. That'll break his heart. I don't know.
Oh, your dad is my favorite person.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
There's
excited for
just,
war.
I have a
Probably see
Mount
it.
Rushmore of people.
Hmm?
Okay, I have a Mount Rushmore of people.
Oh, really?
Okay, so it's Dave Filoni,
Yeah.
Jon Favreau, your dad,
Okay. He's Christopher Columbus, I guess.
and Andy Serkis.
I thought it would be Andy Circus. I don't know why.
It's just a great little Mount Rushmore.
Great trio.
Any more thoughts on Don, Jay?
I've exhausted all of it, I think.
I just love it so much, man.
Yeah, I was happy with it. I maybe I'll have to rewatch it because I don't know. I'll have to see with subtitles.
Yeah, it really actually makes me mad that not at you, but
Just the
I'm just sad that
situation.
you didn't get to watch it in its glory. I'm t Picture me, picture just a let me do the math real quick. 18 minus 6. Picture a 12-year-old me in the movie theaters watching that. Like
I
it blew
can't.
my mind.
We kill someone after watching that.
Boom, 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 boom. And that's when all the apes are in the bus. They break out. Yeah, you're
Oh,
in.
the bus full of Maurice and
Yeah,
Morty.
I got Maurice in there. But you're in for a good little trilogy capper. And then next week we shall be discussing that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works out. I don't know. A little bit. I don't know if I'll love it. I don't know if I'll hate it.
We'll see. We'll see. But immediately when they announced Matt Reeves for Batman, just because of these Apes movies, I was so thrilled. Especially his skills as a writer
Is that the reason
too.
they?
'Cause he
That's
wrote
the reason they got him, just because of the ABs, right?
because the Ape movies. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it's kind of his only movies. These and Cloverfield, and like
Damn.
another horror movie I think he did.
So he's only done what his fifth movie, which is kind of crazy for a director to get Batman after their fifth
Hey,
movie.
Joss Whedon's second movie was Avengers.
True. That
And his first
that's
movie,
surprising.
his first movie was Firefly, or
That's
not Firefly, Serenity, because that's a Firefly movie.
that's that's surprising. Yeah, well, I guess I don't know. I don't know how they cast directors, to be honest. Like, especially for these big movies.
Well, I think they would trust him after the Apes movies, though.
No, I think so. I hope so. I mean,
The Big
it's
Shot
looking.
movie
Oh, that's
looks
that,
like so
that
good.
makes sense why you fucking hire Andy Serkis. I mean, he
Yeah,
loves that guy.
makes sense that he has Andy Serkis. There's someone else that it makes sense that's
He's
in
got
there.
Koba in it. The actual ape. He's in the movie.
No, it makes sense that Andy Serkis is directing Venom 2 because he knows Woody Harrelson from the next Apes movie.
Oh, is Woody Harrelson a human? He's the human.
Yeah,
He's the main human, right?
he's the main man.
He's the inhuman.
Previously on Marvel's Inhuman.
Fuck that movie, man. Or show, or whatever it is. Miniseries. I don't even know. Did that even come out?
Did it? I don't know.
Hmm.
Okay, well, yeah.
True. All right. What's next? Is there anything else in the registrar here?
Nothing left in the registrar.
Okay. Well, you want to talk about Bruno? I'm just kidding.
Someone is calling me right now. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Someone's calling me.
Oh no.
And that someone is hanging up.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So,
That's the show for this week, I guess.
I guess shorter show this week. I tried to shorten
Short and
my
sweet.
show.
Last week, the
Just
whole show was taken up with the recap. We couldn't even get to anything else.
Yeah.
So
36 shows worth of recap, but
it was a 24-hour live stream of the show. I don't know how he developed. I don't know how he picked that apart that long, but
I don't know. You want to discuss anything you've been watching lately, or
I can't even think about what I've been watching besides Bruno, Rick and Morty, and the Apes movies. I don't know. Did I see? Oh, I watched Good Will Hunting, but I didn't finish it this week. I just rewatch. I'm gonna watch
a rewatch?
probably watch a doc later.
Yeah,
I watched a doc about Picasso, which was interesting. It was rather boring because it was like a BBC
dogs
one.
on YouTube.
Yeah, it was on YouTube. I don't know. Because I wanted to learn about Picasso because I don't know. That man's a very interesting person.
Well, I'm almost finished the entirety of Ozark,
Wow.
and when I tell you the episode I watched today, had one of the best performances of any actor I've seen in my life. So much so that I tweeted it saying that he should get an Emmy. Like it was crazy. Tom
It was.
Pelphrey as Ben Davis in Ozark is exceptional. I've never seen a human being.
He is the villain, but not really the villain, right?
Just the acting of his screams. I've never
You love a
seen.
good scream.
I'd love a good. He's not a villain. What he is He's the
He's the
wife's
middleman.
brother. He's the wife's brother.
Okay.
He's bipolar.
Okay.
So let's just go full in-depth spoilers. The first scene that you introduced to him. The past 2 seasons, they talk about how like her brother has mental health issues, and they were worried that the son was going to end up like the brother and be like
Oh,
really
so
bad.
he's not in the first 2 seasons.
No, not at all. But he just
Wow.
shows up in season 3. His first scene, he's now a substitute teacher at a school. Okay,
Okay.
all the kids are texting on their phone and laughing about something, and then a girl sees it and is like freaking out, and then he's like, "What? Show me." First of all, he's teaching about pedmis, which
Oh,
I think,
pedmas. It's bedmas.
yeah,
It's parentheses. That's why.
yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah. In Canada here we have bedmas, which is
Yeah,
brackets.
practice way better, but
Some
they
some people some people say PEMDAS.
pedmis. That's what it was. That's what it was.
No, no, but like some
Pedmis.
people they do because multiplication division doesn't matter. They say PEMDAS in certain I don't know regions.
Okay.
Isn't that stupid? Okay.
But he's
Anyways,
teaching.
go on.
He sees that I think it might be an inappropriate photo of one of the students that have been circulated around.
Okay.
He takes the garbage. He goes, "Everyone's phone in here." They all throw their phones in the garbage. He walks outside, goes to the wood chipper, throws all the phones in the wood chipper. The janitor's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He tackles the janitor and starts beating the shit out of him. And that's the
Holy
intro.
shit.
That's the intro to that because he's insane. The guy's insane.
So he's
And
like really
yeah, he goes and starts living with the family. Basically, he's on a lot of meds that keep him normal. But
yeah.
one of the girls that they work with, a girl that they work with, who's a pretty big character on the show, she's a great character. They
Okay.
start dating, and
Oh, him and her.
basically, the pills keep him from being um, intimate.
Oh, that
Say
makes
suggesting,
sense.
so he stops taking them.
Oh no.
Basically, this guy's been a time bomb, and this episode, just episode 8 out of 10 episodes, he just blew up, and it was the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
What do you do?
He went during a fundraiser. They're having a fundraiser, and he started screaming, saying all crazy stuff, accusing everyone of crazy stuff. He gets arrested. They say we got to put him in a hospital, in an institution. They put him in an institution, and the scene where they tell him he's going to a hospital it's just him screaming like no for 5 minutes straight. It is
Wow.
crazy. He's such a good actor. He's so good. Tom Pelphrey, also incredible as Ward Meacham in Iron Fist. The best.
Oh, Ward. Ward.
Gotta love Ward.
Fuck Ward, bro. He dies in Shield, right?
No, Ward Meacham in Iron Fist. It's a different character.
Oh, it's a different Ward altogether.
No, Grant Ward does die in Shield. Coulson crushes his body with his robot hand.
What the fuck?
But then he gets resurrected by a Hydra god. But then they kill him as the Hydra god.
A height like a
Like he's actual tentacle man.
he
On his
Ward is
face.
tentacle. Oh my god,
There's a
this
whole-
show.
Yeah, the
The
best.
show's dope, bro. This show's fucking
This
sick.
show's actually good. Everyone comment how James should watch TMNT 1990 because it's actually so good.
Oh, I mean, I'll have to watch it then, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to see. When should I check it out?
Better whenever you want, man. I'm not your handler.
Whoa. Hey, the simian flu is contagious. Okay.
Crazy. Ape no kill ape. Koba no ape.
Koba is not an ape. Koba is evil, bro.
Is not.
Okay, should I predict that Koba's gonna be on the military side?
Yeah. Why don't you do a prediction?
Okay, I'll predict what's gonna happen. So Koba, this will be sick. Koba in a mech suit on the military's team.
Okay.
That's just my wildest fantasy. Okay, I think so military's coming. I don't know. I guess they're all okay. The simian flu didn't really matter to them. So they're gonna come down. It's gonna be a brawl. I guess I don't know. I think the apes are gonna take over San Francisco, like the city now. I don't know, maybe. Caesar's definitely gonna have some tensions. Probably Caesar's gonna die at the end, I'll say. Apes and humans the humans are gonna be taken out by the apes because I guess this is canonical with the Planet of the Apes movies, so I guess the apes are gonna be the reigning leaders of the world. That's it. That's my predictions.
All right, pretty good prediction. And we shall see.
Dude, just imagine a cyborg Koba.
That would be pretty cool.
All right.
We shall see, everyone, how that plays
Mhm.
out. We will see that. We will see that next episode, folks. Thank you so much for joining us on Let There Be J, episode 7. I'm Jonathan,
James. How to
and
save
we
a
will
life.
see you next week.
We're gonna do a Grey's Anatomy full walkthrough episode for this.
100%. Bye.